Hello everyone, welcome to my vlog. It's Friday morning. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all the amazing comments and all the support I've been receiving regarding the last video I posted about the kids' cancer care. This is the project which is really important for me, and I've been working on this for a few years now, and you guys been extremely supportive and amazing to give me that positive energy to keep going with this. And again, I don't even have words to describe how appreciated I am and how thankful I am for everything what you guys have been doing, and I hope I can make it much bigger impact, and I can raise more funds and then help this amazing organizations, which is a big part of my life, and I have again no words to say that, you know, it's so important for me. So thank you for everything what you guys have been doing. On today's vlog, I would like to chat a little bit about something which is extremely controversial, and I would like to talk about free photo shoots. I've been seeing constantly on social media, on different platforms. I've been even seeing articles in magazines. I've been hearing a lot of information from a lot of photographers where they basically, whenever they hear word free and they see something like, you know, free photo shoot, they go berserk. And it seems for me that a lot of those guys out there, whenever they, as I said here, free photo shoot, they just go crazy, and I simply don't really understand that. And I think that we have to have a little bit of different approach to free photo shoots, and then basically I want to just put a little bit more fresh light on this, and then share with you a little bit my experience, what is my approach, and then discuss this a little bit more, because I think just because we're living in a society where nothing is free. Like, we basically have to pay for everything. We have to pay for equipment, we have to pay insurance, we have long list of stuff which we have to pay for, and most of the time we're not getting anything for free. But in our industry, like, we have to take in my opinion, a little bit of different approach, and I'll explain you why, and tell you exactly what I mean by that, and give you some really solid examples on my approach to this thing. Because quite often I see photographers just like ranting about this, and I have that mindset at some point where if someone would tell me like, oh, would you mind to do this for free for me, or would you do free photo shoot, I would just lose my mind. I would be like, there is no way I'm gonna do anything for free, because I have to pay bills, I have to also sustain myself, and I'm a professional photographer, and if I'm doing something, I have to get paid, or I have to get something which has some value in exchange. And I've been like this for years. And you know what, that was something which actually I got from books, and I got from different photographers, and I got those things from just the general approach of our photography community, where even in Europe I've seen there've been some programs, and they've been some projects where photographers were just fighting back and saying, I don't work for free, because I have my bills to pay, and that community was just really pushing this message out there without, in my opinion, thinking too much about it. So let me share you a little bit of story which happened a few years ago, and that story just completely changed my mind and changed the way I think about free photo shoots. So I was approached by some company, and they asked me to do free photo shoot, And my first reaction was, of course, like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, there's no way I'm gonna take this project on board, because I need to pay, and this is my time, and I have to get something out of this, and I'm not gonna do this photo shoot for free. But for whatever reason, I have decided, okay, I will do it for free. And with kind of, I don't want to say regret, but just a little bit of confusion, and a little bit of bad mood, and then just some kind of, I would say, like a little bit of I wasn't happy about this. I was just like, I'll do it, but inside I was just like, the emotions were just like, ripping apart, and I was just really emotionally drained by the situation. So I've done the shoot for free, and that was a headshots for a couple people, and at the end of the day, I felt a little bit of regret, because like, I didn't get paid. I put so much time into it, and again, that was something which I expect, especially from the company, that they will pay me, because in my opinion, they had the money, they had the funds, they could afford it. It's not like I've been helping someone who really needs the help. There's the company which really could afford to pay me, but they didn't. And for the next year, these guys, they've been using those images all over the place. I was just disappointed, and I said, I'm never gonna do this again. But about a year after this photo shoot, I received a phone call from one of the person who I did the shoot for free, and they asked me that, well, our company grew quite significantly, and now we have tons of new employers, and I would like you to do the photo shoot for our employees, and of course, just tell us how much it's gonna cost, and we will pay for it. And that was kind of a little bit of a shocker for me, because I was like, well, I didn't expect that, and like, that's kind of bizarre that that I've done it for free, and then now they want to just change completely their approach. So I sent them the quote. Of course, I put it the way I actually usually work, and believe it or not, 20 minutes later, after sending the email, I received a phone call, and they said, sure, that sounds wonderful. We would like to proceed with this, and we will pay you fully right away. And there was over 20 employees, which I was like, wow, extremely happy, because that was a big chunk of money, and that was just an amazing project. So what I would like to say, and then that's how I would like to kind of summarize this whole thing, is that sometimes we have to just be very careful before we, I would say, put in the garbage some offers, and some people who are actually approaching us, and they say they want us to work for free. Because I deeply believe that sometimes we just don't know where this whole thing is going to go. We just don't. And again, there are projects which we do for free and we get nothing out of this, but there are projects which we do for free, and then they open some new opportunities. And some people might say, well, okay, you got lucky, and actually that was one of the examples which doesn't happen really often, and sometimes we just don't get anything. But in this case, okay, you simply got lucky, and they call you back, and you get something out of this. So my approach to this, and that's what I always say, that we have to work for opportunities. They just don't come by itself. I deeply believe that we really have to put a lot of work in order to open so many different doors. And by sitting at home and doing nothing, this is not going to happen. Like, we have to put work out there in order to get something back. And I think a lot of people they don't see that way. And what I'm saying is, like, I'm not really and I don't want to promote that everything what you do has to be for free. Like, I deeply believe that that's not the case. But I think if we have time and we have, let's say, some months where it's slower for us, and we want to work on some projects, or we want to do some shoots which could potentially bring something new to the table or create some new opportunities, I would definitely suggest it to just do it. And in these days, I would say 20% of my work is free. If I'll see someone who, in my opinion, has interesting look or has something which inspires me, I would approach these people and I would say, would you be interested to work with me, and I'll do the shoot for free, because I know this shoot might open like new opportunities, but also gives me something which I can use to promote myself, because I know those specific people who have this distinctive look, or they have something unique about them. That's what's gonna make my business grow, and that's what's gonna make my portfolio look better. So I don't hesitate. I would just go after those people. Sometimes I also see that there's some opportunities where people approach me and they want to do something for free. But the one thing what I learn is that I don't automatically say no. Like, I have to evaluate certain projects and see, okay, what is there for me, or what I can approach this, or what I can do in order to make this work. And you know, there are definitely some projects which I say no to it, because there's no, in my opinion, something which gives me something at the end of the day. But there's some projects or some people I would like to work with. Even they would tell me, okay, would you mind to do this for free? I would do it on the heartbeat, because I know, for example, they have, let's say, good social media presence. They have huge community which I would like to reach out, and by giving them something which they can show to other people, that might open some new opportunities for me, and they might open some new things for my business. And believe me, as soon as I've started doing this, my business really grow. My business started expanding in quite fast way. But I also see that that definitely needs to be adjusted by my how I can say it, my approach to those things. Because back in the days, I was really reserved. I was like, okay, I'm doing only for money. I always take projects which give me something back. But again, we just don't know if this is going to work or not. And we as far as the free shoots come, we cannot have huge expectation that some of those things, they will come overnight. It's like you're planting the seeds. You're doing something, and then a year from now, or sometimes takes longer, sometimes take shorter time, you will see that this thing start paying you back, and you will see results, and then you will see people calling you back and they want to do business with you. And I also would like to add for some of those guys who starting off, because that's something really important, that the best thing what you can do, it's in my opinion, whenever you're starting your business, to do a lot of those free shoots. Because first of all, we don't really see that, but in my opinion, those free shoots are the best, because first of all, you'll learn a lot. You can really explore photography, you can explore your skills, you can try new things, because there's no expectation from those guys that, well, if we paying you, you have to do great images, you have to deliver whatever we want. That gives you opportunity to do those shoots and learn a lot and experience certain things and learn new things. Then when you get a lot of those paid shoots, you're fully ready and you know exactly what you're doing. So the one thing what I would suggest, just be selective on those things and pick those projects or those free shoots which they really they give you something which you see, okay, you know, this is gonna work for me in the long term, and by those shots or those projects I can definitely build up my portfolio, and I can expand my knowledge, and I can expand my business, and I can reach to potential new clients. So this is my opinion on this, and I've been seeing that there's a lot of photographers out there who are struggling with their business, but if you approach them and say, look, would you mind to be part of, let's say, free project, and they're like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. So in my opinion, those guys, they're really shutting down a lot of doors, and they shutting down a lot of opportunities for them. And also throughout the years, you will learn and you will see which free projects there are something which they might give you something, because you already have that experience. Okay, this shoot or that project worked, those ones didn't work, and then you can avoid those ones who basically didn't work and didn't do anything for you, and only focus on those ones which you will see huge opportunity and you see some huge potential. And then you will see if you also do a little bit of your own work to promote it a certain way and use it the way that's going to benefit you, you're going to be only the winner. There's no other way. And summarizing this whole thing, I would like to say also that you have to be sometimes really open-minded, and you have to look outside the box as far as free shoot goes, because don't judge them right away. Take your time, evaluate everything, and then see what also you can do to use that stuff for your advantage, because sometimes people don't really do that. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that gives you a little bit of fresh light on free photo shoots. I'm a big fan of them. As I said, I'm not doing them like, you know, this, like I'm shooting all for free. I'm being selective, but whoever comes up to me and say, well, would you be interested to be part of this and doing this for free? I always look much deeper, and I don't have that attitude right on the spot, that if someone comes up and asks me like, would you mind to do it for free, I'm gonna like freak out and say, well, I'm never gonna do this, I'm out of this, you know, please stay away from me, and stuff like that. I've been seeing this all the time. People are getting so I would even say aggressive about even someone is asking him about something like this. So again, I hope that was helpful. That's my approach. You don't have to agree with me again, but I would like to hear your comments and your feedback, and let me know what you guys think about this, and let's have this conversation going, and have this conversation open. I'm always willing to share my experiences and sharing the challenges I'm going through in my life, and I would like to hear yours, because if we share those information, we definitely getting better in what we do, and then we have much broader perspective on some of those things. So I'll finish here. I would like to wish you guys fantastic weekend. We have snow in Calgary, so it's kind of crappy, but I know there's folks out there down the south which they've been fighting some huge storms and some hurricanes, so please stay safe. I would like to say hello from Calgary to you guys, and I hope everything will be fine, and you guys survive this whole thing. So again, have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.